Hi, welcome back to Raunchy Reality Recaps, and in this video we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose and all that drama. Now, I haven't really talked to her about her since the online beef she had with a Bad Girls Club like months ago, because your girl hasn't been that much active. But I figure I start talking about Gypsy Rose because it seemed to be a pretty hot topic, and it got a lot of interesting stuff going on. And she does have a reality TV show now, and I am a reality TV like crap talker. So anyways, I saw this video, and I'll go to the other the other article I was looking at was at Radar Online, talking about this woman, Fancy Macelli, and I kind of wanted to get like updated of what's going on with that, so that way we have a full picture. So I kind of looked it up, and this is an article I saw from USA Today, and then I'll go back to the Radar Online article to talk about this. So this is kind of updating you on the information with Gypsy Rose and Fancy Macelli. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her family are taking legal action against a content creator who allegedly defamed Blanchard after their formal partnership fizzled. The Blanchard clan, including Blanchard's father, Rod, stepmother Christy, stepsister Mia, filed a lawsuit against April Johns, aka Francesca or Fancy Macelli, in the Circuit Court of Livingston County, Missouri on May 23rd. The family is suing Johns for several alleged offenses, including fraud, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, defamation, and false light. Blanchard and her parents met Johns while Blanchard was serving a 10-year prison sentence following the murder. We know what happens. Johns, who runs the production company Mad Ginger Entertainment, allegedly offered her services to produce media projects about Blanchard's life and case. The relationship reportedly soured after Blanchard family claims that Johns failed to secure any media projects or produce any marketable content, per the filing. However, Johns purportedly continued to create and post content about Blanchard against the family's wishes. So that's the background. So they were in prison together. The girl was like, hey, let's get you some, get you famous, girl. Let's get you some media productions. And she really couldn't do anything. I mean, either she lied about the connections she had, she never did it, or she wasn't able to while she was incarcerated. So anyways, that didn't work out, but apparently she kept on posting stuff, and Gypsy Rose was like, stop, girl, stop. And she didn't. So now we're to the article where it comes up on Radar Online. And so this girl, Fancy, she went to Missouri with a friend, I think, and they dismissed a lawsuit, and I think, don't quote me as right, but I think it wasn't really filed in the right jurisdiction or something. But anyways, the lawsuit was dismissed. Now, as far as the down the rabbit hole at bedtime, a video that I watched, it was talking about Fancy Macelli and how her and her friend, they got up there and they were supposed to go back that day or whatever, supposed to go back home because they live like hours away, and they were supposed to go back home, and they never did. They ended up staying there, and they ended up getting donation money from people and everything, and then they stayed there, I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. They stayed there for a few extra days, I guess, to hang out and enjoy the city, which, I mean, I get it. But apparently they didn't have enough money to get back home. And then they were online asking for donations and everything like that. And Down the Rabbit Hole at Bedtime did a video about that. Now, I see Down the Rabbit Hole at Bedtime's, point that she had, which, again, don't quote me for right, but it was talking about how they shouldn't have stayed all those days in a nice hotel if they didn't have the money to get back home, and I perfectly agree with that. You are adults and everything. You should, really thought about that. So, anywho, let's get back to the Radar Online article. Now, apparently, in the Radar Online article, it says that the blogger April Johns, or aka Fancy Macelli, was following a police report over alleged chest bump assault. Now, the blogger who recently dodged a defamation lawsuit brought by Gypsy Rose Blanchard found herself in more legal drama after being criminally accused of lying to the police. Radar Online exclusively obtained a court document revealed that April Johns was charged with filing a false police report after allegedly fabricating a story about an assault on the same day the defamation suit was dropped. Johns, a TikToker who lives in Kentucky, made the alleged false report when she was in Chillicothe, Missouri for a hearing on June 5th that resulted in the dismissal of Gypsy's charges on jurisdictional grounds. So I might have been right about that. Chillicothe police officer wrote in a statement of probable cause on June 11th that Johns claimed that one of her colleagues was chest bumped by a man at her hotel before the hearing. The content creator's associate told the officer she was in town to document the legal matter. She said she approached two unnamed individuals in the hotel dining area to ask if they had time to make a statement about the hearing. John's associates claimed she was so scared after the alleged chest bump that the pair visited the police station to make a report. The officer noted that he advised them if they write a false statement, they could be charged as such. Johns claimed the man yelled at her friend and forcibly told her to back up and pushed her full contact with his chest. However, after reviewing the surveillance footage and a video taken by John's associate, the officer concluded that the statement was false, in writing that the video showed everything Johns and her associates stated the man had done did not occur. Radar Online contacted the hotel for surveillance video, but the facility would not release the footage. An investigator said the alleged victim politely asked him to leave them alone, and he did not observe the man making any threats or any threatening gestures. So, yeah. Okay, so first off, I mean, homegirl, you should have just went home after the hearing. You shouldn't have stayed at the hotel. You should have took your butt home, because now you're in more trouble. So yeah, it says she said he checkmated her. Now, the content creator's associate told the officer she was in town to document the legal matter. She said she approached two unnamed individuals in the hotel dining area to ask if they had to make a statement about the hearing. So now, I wonder, because I don't know, again, I don't know if I'm remembering right, so don't quote me for right, but I'm not even saying that quote right. Anyways, but wasn't there something said about one of the other team members or something, I guess, maybe on the other side, Gypsy's party, I don't know if they were the defense or, girl, it ain't defense. This ain't criminal court. But, the other side's attorneys. I wonder if the other side's attorneys were there, because I think I remember hearing something that somebody else was staying at the same hotel as her. I gotta look back. But, because that's the only thing I can think, because why would you just approach anybody in a hotel and just, you got any comment on this hearing? And it's like, well, what hearing? What are you talking about? I get Gypsy Rose's, got her name out there right now, but to just approach some strangers at a hotel and ask them if they have any comment on the hearing, it just seems weird. So that's why I'm thinking, from what I might have heard before, that it's, somebody else on Gypsy Rose's team might have been staying at the same hotel. That's what I'm thinking. Because why would you just approach a stranger and ask that? So I'm thinking they kind of might have had already association with those men as far as legal wise. But it's just crazy that, girl, why are you gonna lie? Why? Especially the fact that they reviewed your friend's video and they had the proof right there, and you're not gonna think the police are gonna investigate it. You either think you're that well of a liar, or you think the police are completely incompetent and don't do any kind of a, due diligence when it comes to their job at all. Because why would you, like you said you had it filmed, like they didn't see it on the film and they didn't see it in the video footage or the surveillance, and you did it in the middle of a hotel, and you don't think hotels have, especially nice ones, have security cameras? Girl, nobody gonna believe a word you say after this, especially if you're willing to sit there and have that much evidence, not think that much through, and lie to a cop like that. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't see anybody really giving you any credibility. That was the word I was trying to find. Yeah, your credibility is gone. Is gone. And I do think people have a right to have certain issues with Gypsy Rose and everything, but when people that you think are standing up for that, and standing up against somebody that you think is doing wrong, but when they pull this crap and they lack zero credibility, it's like, girl, just sit down. Just sit down. You making it worse. Sit down. So, yeah, I think this just came out. So you might be seeing things here and there on the internet pop up. I'm going to be watching them for me too. So if you see another creator's video that they did on this, dude, link it down below in my comments because I want to watch it too. Okay, so definitely link it down, and a comment helps me now. A comment help, and your girl's only getting like 20-30 views per video, so I did myself dirty when I didn't go on for that long. So y'all have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.